Hi everyone. Today I want to explain why I'm starting a YouTube channel. I guess this channel has been in operation for a while, but I'm officially starting again. I wanted to explain why in 2024, almost at the end of 2024, in 2025, when a lot of people are saying YouTube is almost dead now. It's like there's no point of starting YouTube. Well, at least some people are saying it. Why am I starting, as a photographer, why am I starting a YouTube channel at this moment in time? Honestly, first reason is something that I've been putting off for the past 10 years. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a while, just because I wanted to explain a lot of things in my own way. Not saying that my way is the right way or that I have a better opinion than other people, but I always felt I could give little different dimension and different opinion about things, whether that's right or wrong. For this particular channel, what I'm doing right now is I want to offer help to a lot of couples. Since the COVID, I feel like there's been a lot of changes in the wedding industry, especially just because everything just got so expensive in the past 5 years, and so is the wedding. I heard from somewhere that just before the COVID in 2019, the average wedding price in the US was just below 30,000. That was the average price. Right now, I heard it's going over 50,000. And that's a big increase in 5 years. Because of it, everyone's trying to lower the amount they want to spend on weddings and spend on something to get them start on their marriage life. So whether that could be putting some money down to homes, if homes are getting expensive too, I know, or getting a new car. But because people are trying to save money, there are a few ways that people can do that. One, invite fewer guests. So that's probably why I've been seeing a lot more of small weddings. I've always photographed a lot of small weddings, so probably the max head count for the weddings that I usually shoot is probably 80 people. But these days I've seen a lot of weddings with about 30 or 40. And then I've been seeing this huge surge on adventure elopements or some sort of elopements with maybe it's just a couple or have just a few guests, whether that could be their parents, their siblings, or their really close friends, to keep the guest counts below, sometimes even below 10. One of the biggest factors driving the cost upwards for weddings in general is the wedding venue and the catering service, which is oftentimes dictated by the number of guests. If you have more than 120 guests, for example, then you have to have pretty big wedding venue. If you have booked pretty big wedding venue, then probably they have food and beverage minimum or the minimum amount they require of some sort, depending on how it is in your area. I feel like everywhere is a little bit different. So because of the cost, everything's been driving really high up, and everyone is looking for different type of weddings, whether they could be adventure elopements, smaller weddings, intimate weddings, micro weddings. There's so many weddings that describes small weddings these days. And because of it, a lot of couples, when they're looking for information online, there's so many different type of weddings these days, and they don't really know where to start and how to get about to really plan their wedding well. So my goal for this YouTube channel is really just help the couples what's out there, how things are done, or at least how I do things, and why other photographers do things in their way, why we're different, how all the photographers are thinking in different ways. Ultimately, my goal is to share the most extraordinary wedding day, whatever the kind that you're planning, whether that could be adventure elopement, adventure wedding in general, meaning it could be out in the nature, it could be somewhere there's a little bit not typical wedding venue, it could be traditional wedding, any sort. Hopefully I'll be able to help you plan the wedding that you're looking for, and me capture the wedding in the most extraordinary day possible, in probably the best possible way, and share with the loved ones. Because with a few guests, what that means is you're probably sacrificing a lot of the guests who you would have invited probably 5 years ago. So being able to have good photos and good videos is probably very important these days than ever before, because you want to share. Whether that could be through social media, whether you want to share it or using online gallery that we offer with just a simple link. No one else will be able to see it. Only the people who has the link will be able to see it. And I do both photo and video, meaning I do highlight video. So I have two cameras and I'll be able to photograph with both and film with both. So you'll be able to see some of the results on my YouTube channel as well. So on my YouTube channel, I want to share all those work that I've done for the past clients. I want to offer a ton of information about weddings, all the travel tips for the guests. Hopefully my recommendations and my tips could help them, and everything will tie in together for you to have more stress-free wedding with more fun, hopefully spending less money so that you can embark on your new journey after the wedding. Before I go though, I want to give a quick example of why people are choosing adventure elopements. Just thinking this way, for example, let's say if you were to do traditional weddings with 100 guest counts, the wedding could come out to 40,000, 50,000 quite easily. If you do adventure elopements, for example, and not invite even your parents, and go off to, I don't know, somewhere like Italy, Greece, Iceland, New Zealand, somewhere that you will go for honeymoon, and do an elopement there, get all the legal work out of the way before you leave the country. So for example, come to Vegas, or if it's quite easy to get a marriage license where you are, just process that, do a civil wedding, and then go off to all these exotic places. You don't have to splurge. You can still save money. You can travel on economy and then get a fairly nice hotel. And then you would go on a hike with me or go to a place where you would want to get married. You could go to one of the Greek islands and get a yacht and do a sunset wedding. You could go to Italy, go up to Dolomites and be married in front of this amazing mountain. Go to New Zealand and it's such a beautiful place over there. Or if you can even go to somewhere like Bali. Bali is, you could even save a lot of money. The flight cost will be a little bit more, but when you get there, everything will be so cheap. So you wouldn't be spending so much money on other things. But if you've been dreaming of going to Asia someday, maybe that's something that you could do. You could get married there. I could come along and photograph your entire day, and you could travel in Bali, other areas like Thailand, Japan, Korea, and then come back. So the options that you have for adventure elopements, adventure wedding is only limited by your imagination. If you are a little bit stuck on the imagination side of things, ask me. Even if I haven't been, I am dreaming about a lot of places that I could probably share some of them with you, and hopefully you will like them. So yeah, I'll leave you off here for an intro video. I know this was very long, but hope you enjoy all the videos that I make here, and I cannot wait to share all the information. Thanks for watching. Bye.